Hey, Jonas here, bringing you another video. Today I want to talk to you about POE1 versus POE2. So as you all know, if you've been going to my live stream, you will see I am currently playing POE1. They brought the new event out. I wanted to try it out. There's some free cosmetics you can get for playing the game that you can earn for POE2, so I want to get those cosmetics. And then on top of it too, anybody that's watching my stream can get the cloak. So I want to give you guys the opportunity to get those cloaks if you're watching my stream. So while I've been playing POE1, once again, I'm not the best on POE1. I've played it in the past before. I've done the campaign, I've done maps. Really just got the T16 maps, and that's about it. Haven't really done any of the pinnacle content, so just keep that in mind. I am a newer player, right? POE2, I've been blasting the heck out of that game. I feel that I'm pretty confident with my play that I'm a really good player when it comes to that game, or I feel like I am. I'm to the point where now I stopped playing Trade League. I'm doing hardcore. I'm in maps on Solo Self Found hardcore right now. So I really understand the game. I've done all the pinnacle content. I've done everything that the game has to offer at the moment. POE1, not so much, right? So keep that in mind when I'm discussing the differences between them. I know a lot about POE2. POE1, I'm not as familiar with. Um, Starting off for builds, I mean, I love the customization. I love the passive tree. I love the different options you have for builds for PoE1. Definitely, they hit a home run here. PoE2 has some work. Now, obviously, there's some balance coming to the game. Hopefully, the next patch. They've discussed that already. They're kind of waiting for that fresh economy reset, which we're expecting to happen here, hopefully in March, is what I'm hoping to see. And hopefully we'll have some new ascendancies come soon because we only have like half the ascendancies that they've promised us so far. So we have some new classes, ascendancies, new balance changes happening soon in PoE2. So we'll see. But at the moment, PoE1's been around and they definitely have knocked out the park here. When it comes to the new player base, though, I feel like PoE2 definitely is a lot more user friendly when it comes to new players compared to PoE1. First thing is the flask system. My God, it's like overwhelming in my opinion, which is a good thing for more advanced players, right? You have the five flask. You have different flask options. And it's not just health and mana. You have different like ways to buff your armor and evasion, and there's so many different flask options, right? And then you have five of them compared to only two in PoE2. So you do have like it's a little bit more less overburdening and overwhelming on PoE2 just having the two flasks, but you definitely have a lot more options for combat on PoE2 because of all the flask options you have. I personally prefer the two flask. I find it a little bit, like I said, less overwhelming and a little easier to utilize and use them, and not having to hit so many different buttons and stuff. But I'm also, like I said, I'm a newer player, right? I'm not used to having to worry about all five flasks. Um, some people be like, oh my god, I missed the five flask, right? A lot of PoE1 players love the five flask and having that option available to them. Not for me, and not for new players. I don't think. I think it's a little bit overwhelming for, like I said many times already. It's just so overwhelming having those options. When it comes to movement, though, man, movement is awesome in PoE1. You have the Quicksilver Flask. You also have movement abilities, skills, like you have the dash to get you around the map. So I'll give the upper hand on movement to PoE1. But there's some things that are really cool about PoE2. First off, you have your dodge roll. Oh man, dodge roll. I miss it. Playing PoE1, I miss my dodge roll. There's been times where I've been in the middle of a boss fight or whatever the situation is and want to dodge out of it. I can't. Obviously, I can't. There's no dodge roll in PoE1. So that's definitely an advantage to PoE2. WASD is something that a lot of people enjoy. I don't use it personally myself, but I know some people are really missing the WASD option and want it in PoE1. It's just not there in PoE1. It's only available for PoE2 at the moment. When it comes to the campaign, so obviously PoE1 has the more complete campaign, has a lot more boss fights, and just you have a lot more of a complete game. Obviously, right? There's only three acts when it comes to uh, PoE2, but I noticed there's a few things that bothered me. I felt I was backtracking a lot. So what I mean by that is I'll be going through the campaign, I'll be going after a quest, I get to the next area, and then it's telling me to go back to the other direction to another area. And then on top of that, I want to go back to that other area, and then I don't have the waypoint. The reason why is because the waypoint, like on POE2, usually waypoint's like right there at the entryway of the next area. A lot of the times, POE1 it's not so much. There'll be times I'll be wanting to backtrack, and I'm gonna have to go back a few zones because I don't have the waypoint for the area I want to go to that I was already at. And on top of that, since I'm backtracking, the map's already going to be reset, so I have to refine the areas. And being a new player, I don't know the map layouts, so I'm having to hunt down this stuff and clear the whole map again to find the next zone. And then there are some zones that have like 5 or 6 different ways you can go. So then you're having to backtrack to that area again to find the next area in the zone. It didn't feel good. It really did not feel good. I didn't have that issue with POE2. I felt POE2 is kind of like the trajectory was always forward. I felt, and finding the waypoint seemed to be a lot easier too. Once again, I don't know POE1 that well. So maybe if you have a lot of years invested in POE2, you know exactly where everything's at and you're fine. But as a new player, I do feel like POE2 has the advantage there. Um, what else? Oh, going into crafting. Oh my god, crafting is so great in POE1. You have so many options. You have a crafting bench in your town that you can actually throw different stats on your items, the stats you want on your items. So it's not just all about gambling like you do on POE2. There's so many in-game systems that allow you to craft items and give you a lot more control of what you actually want to craft compared to just exalting something or chaos orbing something or just slamming an item, right? You actually get a little bit more like control over what you want your item to look like, which is really cool about POE1. And we're in the early stages. We'll see what happens. But right now, POE1 definitely has a really fantastic crafting system. I hope they implement a lot of that stuff into POE2. When it comes to end game, though, I mean, obviously POE1 is going to have this hands down. I just mentioned it before. It gives you lots of different systems where you can actually craft items. You don't have that in POE2. And you just have a lot more things you can do in the end game at the moment. Keep in mind, POE2, GGG even said it themselves, they just threw together an in game system to give us something to do on the early access game. So obviously, there's going to be a lot of changes that will happen down the road. But that's just kind of my experiences. Like, to kind of put it all together there, POE1 has a lot of great systems. I hope they implemented it to POE2. POE2 as the fresh game, it definitely has a lot more user friendly, a lot more straightforward, a lot easier to understand the different systems and the mechanics and the in game systems too, which a lot more will come obviously down the road. I mean, being a new player in POE1, I'm so confused every day I log in. I get an item. I'm just like, what the hell do I use this for? So once again, there's not a lot of like it doesn't really explain to you how to use certain things. And I feel like POE2 does a pretty good job with kind of allowing you to understand how to use different things. POE1, you don't have that. Hopefully that makes sense. At this point, I'm just kind of rambling on, so I should just stop. But the point is, both games are fantastic. I really have been enjoying POE1 the past few days playing it. I'm about to go live here at 6 on 20 more minutes and play for maybe 5, 6 hours tonight. I may go a little bit longer because I don't work tomorrow. I plan on streaming all day Tuesday, Wednesday. I have some interviews I have to do, so that I might have to mute the stream while I do those and focus on that. But other than that, like I said, I really been enjoying the POE1. I'm going to continue to do that tonight. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. I really want to get back to POE2 though. We'll see. Really, when I start getting like to the point where I get to the end game and I get kind of stuck, I probably will stop playing. At the moment, it's been fun because I've been able to progress every day I've been playing. I have a feeling that's going to stop here soon, especially getting towards the end game and getting to the point where if I start doing like T60 maps, getting into the pinnacle content that I've never done before, I don't know if I'm going to go that far into it. I'm just not for sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get excited and want to try it out. But like I said, I really am missing POE2. But that's all I have for you guys today. I just want to throw this video up really quick to just let you know what my experiences have been in POE1 so far after coming back and playing the new event, and what I feel like what's missing in POE2. I think I kind of mentioned that already. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Last video, I do apologize about kind of the loud noises in the background. I did have my kids this weekend, which also prevented me from playing a little bit. I want to spend some time with them, so I know the video was kind of loud in the background with them, being kids, right? So, but other than that, I hope you all have a great day. I hope you to see you on my live stream. I'll put the information down below. I'll be streaming, like I said, today, tonight, and then all day the next couple days. But I appreciate y'all watching the videos, and definitely make sure you comment below if you have any feedback, any questions. Make sure you like your video, subscribe. Definitely come over to the live stream and definitely talk to me. I need some more people there to be able to communicate with, and it makes the stream more fun, right? So I love engaging with y'all. But I hope you all have a great day, like I said already, and I'm going to wrap this up, and we'll talk to y'all in the next one. Take care, guys.